Oh, excuse me. Good grief. Um, okay, I want to show you something. I just figured this out. I just figured out how to do these, and I figured it out. Well, I got it off of Pinterest. I was going to tell you I invented it, but I didn't invent it. I got it off of the Pinterest. But look at this. This is a card holder. You know, so if you're like if you play cards, you can put your cards in. Look at this. Just look at these cards, how they just fit right into this thing. You can just poke them in there. Well, just poke them in there, thusly, and you can hold all your cards just beautifully. You can just hold that in there. You hold your cards in there. And so if you got like the arthritis or a child, you know, a child can't hardly hold his Go Fish cards. And here this would hold them. And let me show you how I invent. And I didn't invent this. I already told you that I didn't invent this. But what you're going to need to have, you're going to have to need two of these like CD things. I don't know if you guys is like us. We got a whole bunch just laying around. And what you do is you need to have two pieces of fabric. And so what you do, okay, let me just see that one. What you do is you need to get them two pieces of fabric, and you need them bigger than where'd the marker go? Oh, there it is. You need them to be bigger than the CD or the DVD or whatever. This is a CD or whatever. And so you just kind of make you a little trace around like this way. Oh, you could make them probably more than that too. I don't know. Okay, dear. And see, there you go. And then you just cut them out. You just cut them right on out. Then what did I do with my pin cushion? How could that just? Oh, there it is behind my coffee cup. I just want to put one pin here in the middle. There's a hole. My coffee's fine, Papa. Thank you. Okay. So then I'm gonna cut this out. You know what? I'm gonna cut it out with my. Well, I'll just cut it out. I was gonna cut it out with my pumpkin shears, but they grew legs and walked away. So I'm just gonna cut this out, sort of like this. I'm going bigger than the circle. I'm going a little bit bigger, sort of bigger. And then, and I cut two of them out at one time. Let's see, so ouch, God, the arthritis. So I got two of them, and then I also want to have my you know what would work good on this, I think, is, let me see. I wonder if I can just cut this out like this. Just go around and around. I'm just going to cut that. You can cut that. You could draw a line on this too, but I always look for like the easiest way of everything. I have my new rotary cutter, but it's in the other room, so I'm just kind of chopping this with this rotary cutter. I'm getting these because I need these things to be round like this. You see how everything I do is very exact. Okay, now see, I got that. See, because we want them to be like a little, these are like a little spongy, you know, little, so they're comfortable in your hands. So then, well, I cut out more than I need, but I'm going to make some more. Okay, but anyway, so then I take, now I felt, my first one, I didn't put glue on it. this one, and then the second one I did glue because, see, I glue that. I glue this sticky stuff on there. I mean, this stuff on there, so it stays put. I want it to be staying put. Where's my other thing? Oh, there it is. There's my other thing. Okay, see, so that's like that, and then I'll glue this one. See, I glue it on there just so they'll stay put, because like my first one here, I can feel right here where the wadding got a little bit puffy, stuffed up. Yeah, so that's why I said, oh, then the second one I glued, and I said, oh, there you go. That's what we need to do. Okay, see, so now those are glued on them, so that's nice and puffy. And put them over there, and put the lid back on your glue. Oh, I should have. And also make sure you have enough thread to go all the way around. The first one I didn't have enough thread to go all the way around, so I had to start over. And so, but you want to have enough thread to go all the way around. And then a little extra to tie on the button. So, and I double the thread. I make a double thread just to make sure it's nice and firm and strong, and you want to be strong like a bull. Is what you want. And so tie a little knot there. See how I just get everything out of frame? Okay, here we go now. So then just go and do like you're making a giant, it's like you're making a giant Suffolk puff or a yo-yo. This is how you make yo-yos too. You just go in and out all the way around. And so just a running stitch all the way around. And then you just keep running that stitch just like you're running a race. You all may already know how to do this. Speaking of races, my horse always comes in last. And I'm the slowest horse in the race. I'll come in last, but it's better to learn late in life than never, I would have hated to go to my Just Rewards and never knew how to make a card holder. So this is a good thing. So anyhow, here, see, I'm almost run the whole race around here. And I was thinking, because I always try to find something that I can sell to people when I sell things. And who knows, I might make some of these card holders to sell to people because they're just fun and they're cute. And like if you play cards with your grandchildren, if you're old like me and you have grandchildren. I am old and I have a lot of grandchildren, and I have a lot of great-grandchildren, and I got another great-grandchildren and on the way. I got one in the oven. I got one in the oven. See, there you go. And there, now see, I got that stitched all the way around. It's all the way around. So now I'll take my thing, and because it's glued on there, my doohickey is glued onto this CD thingy, then look at there. See? Now, you just lay that there in the middle, and then you just pull that thread. I pull both ends. Pull both ends of that thread and pull it nice and tight. That's why I like to put a double thread, in a good strength of thread. If you have like buttonhole thread or, button thread or upholstery thread or something like that, something that's nice and strong so that you can pull it nice and tight and it won't untie it, which won't break, because that they ain't nothing sadder in the world than get it all the way around there and then it breaks off. Oopsie, where's my this? Okay, where's my this? Now see how cute that could be a coaster too. You could take something like this and then just put a piece of round felt on the bottom and have a cute little coaster. See there? Now, oh, now I got to do this one. Oh, now that thread's not going to be long enough. That'll be long enough for the button, but that won't be long enough. Throw that piece of thread in the ground. Okay, now let me get another long piece here on here. And thread my needle here. Well, it's kind of chilly. We put our dogs, not our dogs, we put our chickens outside. Yesterday is so nice and warm. Then this morning we get up and it's cold. So we had to go, well, I stayed right in here. But Papa and daughter went out there and put the heat lamps on the chickens out there so they'll be warm. And so, but they're out there in their chicken coop. Yesterday was so fun to watch them just running around in there. They had all that space to run. It was like they was in the chicken playground. And so now I'm going to go around with this one just toward the edge, but not too close to the edge, and just make that running stitch again all the way around. And but that would make a pretty coaster, wouldn't it? Right there, just like that. Be a nice set of coasters. Now, says it's 50. I didn't even know the thermometer could talk. Oh, okay, good. You have to learn its language. Oh, okay.
It's got a real limited
vocabulary. Oh. Okay, yeah. So it's 50 degrees out there in this Florida sunshine. Lord, I gotta get my glove on. Yeah, that's cold. So here, we've almost gotten all the way around this one, y'all guys. And yeah. Trying to think of something to say while I'm stitching this around so life won't be too boring. We don't want life to be boring at all. So we could sing a song. We could sing a song like the Rattler was a fine old dog, fine as he could be. Every night at supper time we gave that dog a treat. Oh, here, oh, I can quit singing because I'm about to the end. Me and Papa was dancing to that song the other day. Here, Rattler, here, call Rattler, come. Call Rattler from the barn, here, Rattler, here. I don't know all the words to it, but I know Rattler dies or song. Dies, he dies. Rattler was a fine old dog, fine as he could be. But now he's dead. I don't know the words to the rest. Okay, now we'll put this one. See, it's ready to go. We'll put that right there. Right there on the top of that. Right there. Right there on top of that. And then we just want to pull that. Pull that. Both ends. Pull the end with the knot and the end with the string. I mean with the needle. Pull them both. So it's nice and tight and snug. We want it nice and tight and snug. All the above. Nice and tight and snug. And then you just make it a nice little knot. I mean a little tie there. My friend Lorraine, she showed me that if you wrap it around more than once, it'll hold tighter when you try to get the second knot on there to make the square knot. You'll make it. That's close enough. She said wrap it around twice. There. Pudgy fingers. Okay. Now, see? Now you have two of them. And they're nice and fluffy and pretty. And you put them together just like this. And to hold them together then, you just have... These buttons are the coolest ever. These buttons, not that I needed buttons, but they were cool. These buttons all have clocks on them. You know that new place everybody's shopping over, that Temu place? Oh, yeah, buddy. So then all you have... You know what you could do, too? You could put a puff here to make them even beautifuler. Look at this. You could put this... You could... Well, anyway, you could put a yo-yo down there. Like a yo-yo. On each side. You could do that to make them even prettier. But anyway, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to put these buttons on here. And so just hold them together. Then you got that hole right there in the middle already. So anyway, boys and girls, tie a knot in your thread first. Okay, so then get them lined up. Put the little stitch. You don't have to put a button if you don't want to, but of course you want to.
What are you making?
I'm making this thing I just showed you.
Oh, okay.
Pay attention. I know you're poor, but you still can pay attention. Okay, then we go back in there with that. And then get this other button on this side. So you got a button on both sides. And put it in there and get it lined up with that other button. There we go. So as you're sewing the button on then, and I just sew it quite a bit. I just put a lot of thread on that. Because the reason why I put so much thread to hold these buttons is because I don't know where to tie it off at. So I just keep, once you get a couple through there, then it's just easy to go through, pull it out, and it goes. Then them button holes, the holes in the buttons are lined right up. But I go back and forth like a jillion times and then just cut the thread off, because otherwise I don't know how I would tie the buttons off. Or you could put a little ribbon, like I say, a yo-yo. You could put just the prettiest things. And if you make it out of children's fabrics, if I had fabrics of, you know, like Vegas fabrics or something. There you go. Look at there. I just used all that thread. I won't fit through here. Okay, and then I just can nip that off of there. There you go. And it's done. That's it. That's it right there. And then you get you some cards. Oh, got a bunch of cards right here. See, cards. Why do I got them cards? I don't know. So, but look at there. We'll just take some cards. Oh, I think these are the Russian ones. Yeah. They're Russian. I don't know what they are. Chateau de Versailles. De Vale. I can never say that. Chateau de Versailles. Or something. They're pretty cool cards. But anyhow, you can put your cards. Just stick them in there. Just put them in there just like that. All your winnings. Look there. I got me a run right there. See there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't say ace. It says 1. Then there's a V. And there's a D. There's another D. And there's a R. And there's a V. So we don't know what the heck these cards are. But it holds them. So if you got your little chillins. Now look at there. This video's been on for 19 minutes and 47 seconds. And I made that whole thing. Look at that. This is just, and it holds your cards for you. You have to admit that that's a pretty doggone cool something or other. Now, see, those would be nice. You know, if you were to want to make a gift at Christmas time for the grandkids and you buy them a deck of Go Fish cards or Old Maid cards or something, but you made them a couple of these card holders. Now, you could even put these in a washing machine. Don't put them in the dryer, though. But I think if you just put them in a washing machine, they'd wash okay, even if they got DVD in there, or CD, or whatever the heck you call these things. It wouldn't hurt them, and you could wash them. Just don't put them in the dryer. I don't think they'd go well in the dryer.
No, they wouldn't.
And so, but I think this is just as awesome as the day is long. I'm telling you what's the truth. Okay, now I'm going to read. What should I read today? I got to read something. Read me a book. Oh, we're going to go back into this one because it's laying right here. You are stronger than you know. Let's find one here. Here. Sometimes you just need to walk away. I got to use me and Papa for a bookmarker. Sometimes, turn this over. Oh no, better on this side. Sometimes it is all just too much to fathom, too much to analyze, too much to accept, too much to do. Sometimes it is better just to let go. Just to let go of all the problems, of all the tasks, of all the burdens that weigh you down. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give yourself is to walk away, to walk out from under, to walk into sunshine and warm your soul. Sometimes you will return and your burdens will seem somehow easier to handle than before. Rest in the assurance that you are enough after all. Minx Boren, MCC, wrote that. Isn't that nice? Just to walk away. That's just walk away. That's me and Papa when we was much younger. We was just beautiful. Okay, anyway, we still just beautiful. We're just fatter. Well, I'm not fatter. I mean, Papa's not fatter. I am fatter. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you. That's just what I wanted to show you today. That's what I wanted to show you, that right there. I just learned it right off of the Pinterest. I just learned it right off of the Pinterest. I said, I'm going to make me some of them. I think I'm going to make some of them. And that's what I think I'm going to do for Christmas, too, for my grand youngins, is make card holders and a deck. Because you can go over it. And I mean, if you got, there's a lot of places you can go buy old CDs and stuff. And or you might have some that are scratched and they're no good anymore. And just use them. You can use them. You can find old ones at the yard sale or something. But I think I'm gonna buy like Deca the little kids, like for Go Fish, or those old maid cards and stuff like that. They've got little fun games like that. And this would be perfect because little kids in their little tiny hands, they can't hardly hold all the cards together. And you can make them out of any kind of fabrics. I'm going to play cards with myself. Okay, I ask God to watch over every step you take, every move you make. Keep you safe and happy and humble and healthy and all of those hearty things. God bless and keep you all. And I'll see you on the next video. I got to find me something new to make now.